Visual, vintage beach footage, people wearing full-body swimsuits. Narrator. A century ago, a swimsuit was considered daring if it exposed a woman's ankles or knees. But today, a typical beachgoer might wear something barely larger than a postage stamp without a second thought. How did we go from there to here? Well, that's what I'll explain right after this. Visual, ancient art, showing women in two-piece bathing suits. Narrator. Believe it or not, the bikini's origins trace back thousands of years. In the 4th century AD, Roman women played sports in two-piece garments, as seen in the mosaics of Sicily's Villa Romana del Casale. Ancient Greek art also depicts female athletes in similar attire. Visual, 1800s swimsuits, very covered up, full bodysuits. Narrator. But the modern bikini really took shape in the 19th century, when women started swimming competitively. Back then, the water was off limits for ladies. But that didn't stop them from donning full bodysuits and plunging right in. Talk about a splash of feminism. Now these outfits may look like something your grandma knitted for you, but they were actually quite daring for the time period. I mean, just look at this one. It barely covers anything other than the lady's nipples. But hey, at least it's got pockets. Anyway, as the Victorian era drew to a close, the corset-like swimsuits became less restrictive. Visual, early 1900s beach scene with women in swimsuits that covered their entire body except for their arms, legs, and face. Narrator. By the 1900s, women's swimsuits shrank to cover only their chest and still had to be completely black. This caused a scandal when Anne du Barry, a French actress, wore a decidedly unblack red swimsuit. But times were changing, and so were swimsuits. Soon women ditched the long skirts altogether. But this was still considered immodest. Oh my, goodness gracious. Look at this naughty girl's thighs. Just imagine all that cellulite. Back in the 1920s, a one-piece suit was considered scandalous. Yet today, it's basically a bathing suit version of a G-string. Anyway, by the 1940s, swimsuits were getting even smaller. But no one knew it would happen overnight. Visual, 1946, bikini reveal, newspaper headlines. Narrator. In 1946, French engineer Louis Réard and designer Jacques Haim raced to create the smallest swimsuit. They wanted to call it the atom bomb, but that was already taken, so instead, they named it the bikini. Réard won, unveiling his design to the world. The first model, Micheline Bernardini, was a nude dancer at the time. No professional model would wear it. The two-piece consisted of a triangle-shaped top and a brief bottom with a seam up the middle, which may seem basic now, but was revolutionary then. The revealing garment made headlines around the world. Not everyone was excited about the bikini though. Some countries like Spain, Italy, and even the USA states of Ohio and Virginia banned it altogether. But the bikini had caught on. Stars like Brigitte Bardot and Ursula Andress made it a symbol of liberation, helping it shed its scandalous reputation by the 1960s. It was here to stay. Visual, 1950s beach censors, watching women in bikinis. Fun fact, in some countries, like Cuba, the bikini was banned because it was deemed too sexy. Beaches had morality squads to ensure women were fully clothed. Visual, modern fashion runways. Diverse body-positive campaigns. Narrator. Today, the bikini represents confidence and diversity. From high-fashion runways to body-positive movements, it's evolved far beyond its scandalous past. What was once shocking is now a global staple, a testament to changing attitudes and women's empowerment. Closing scene. Visual, a montage of different women wearing bikinis over the decades. Narrator. From ancient Rome to Bond girls and beyond, the bikini's journey reflects society's shifting views on freedom, fashion and femininity. Love it or hate it, this tiny swimsuit made a big splash in history. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Small suit, big legacy. End screen.